What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another amateur reviews video. Today we have the Polar 65 from Arbiter Studios, and I did switch out the keycaps, but that's just because they look cool. The stock ones are very nice, so don't feel the need to switch them out. Now let's get straight to the point. My feelings are mixed on this keyboard. First of all, the keyboard itself is good. The switches and the stabilizers come pre-lubed, and the keys feel light, which is good for long gaming sessions. The case itself is super sturdy, and it's also not going to move on your desk. The keyboard as a whole is also not too light, but it's also not heavy. It's like perfect. It's in a Goldilocks zone. One of the problems I have with the build of this keyboard is that the spacebar feels hollow, but you can still tell it's lubed. And another small problem is the amount of stem wobble on the switches. Like, here, I'll turn off the keyboard and you can just see them wobble it. Like, what is that? In comparison, here's my custom keyboard, and you can see there's almost no stem wobble, but on this it's like an earthquake. Now let's talk about the keyboard's rapid trigger. To be honest, this keyboard feels a bit incomplete when it comes to its features. When I first got the keyboard, there was no software made for it yet, so everything was controlled on the board. I set the actuation point to 0.1 millimeters for all the switches, but for some reason my D key was broken and I had to push the key all the way down to activate it. The way I fixed this problem was going onto Arbiter's website and downloading the latest firmware update, and yeah, it fixed it. It was working, but that was not the only problem I had with the D key. For some reason, the rapid trigger is bugged on my D key and my spacebar. When I'm playing games and holding down D in Valorant, for example, I'll be moving to the right, but then all of a sudden the keyboard thinks that I lifted my finger up, activating the rapid trigger, and I'd stop moving, and I've trolled so many rounds because of that. And my spacebar, when I press it even a bit hard, it for some reason registers as 2 inputs, and when I'm typing, there's like 2 spaces, and it's trolling my homework. Also in League, when I try to ignite, because my ignite is D, I try to ignite someone, but for some reason when I just press it fast, it doesn't register. And yeah, I've trolled League games because of that too. So hopefully Arbiter will release new firmware updates to fix these problems. I wish they had something in the software like WLMous's slam click prevention, but for double input prevention. So is rapid trigger a game changer? The answer is no. On paper, rapid trigger sounds like the biggest advantage in gaming. However, in practice, it is not. I feel no difference between playing on my Polar 65 versus my custom keyboard, and I perform the exact same in games. And in the end, someone with for example, even a Wooting board can get one-tapped by some kid with a board from Walmart. So no, rapid trigger is not going to make you a better player, and just because pros use it doesn't mean you have to as well. Like, lifting up a key and getting that input like a millisecond faster isn't gonna stop you from getting one tapped, okay? So, is the board worth it? That's not what my wallet said to me, because I got this board around Christmas time, so it was on sale for 20%. So I only paid $120 Canadian. However, the shipping price alone was at a jump scare price of 75 Canadian. Why in the world is the shipping price more than half of the keyboard's price? And on top of that, I had to pay a border fee because I live in Canada, which was an extra $30. So in the end, I paid $105 in fees alone, and the board was $120. Really? Why? So in conclusion, for what I got, this incompleted board was not worth the price. My wallet is scarred for life, and it's not gonna make you a better gamer. So yeah, if you want to be like me and pay $105 in fees, go ahead. Anyways, here's a sound test. Okay, so I forgot to record a tier list video of the keyboards that I've used so far. This excludes custom keyboards, because, you know, for obvious reasons. And obviously this is personal preference, so don't get mad at me. So first we got the Razer Synosa Chroma. That should be there for obvious reasons. Next, we got the K70 Rapid Fire. Now this keyboard was actually fire. Like the switches actually felt really good, and the stabilizers felt really smooth. The only reason why I would not recommend this keyboard is because it's full size, and I know that might not be for everybody, but if you are into full-sized keyboards, then this is actually a pretty good option. Yeah, so I'm gonna put that at A tier because it's just good. It's a good keyboard, and it's got Corsair's Cherry MX Speed, Silver Speed switches, so fast inputs. Yeah, baby. Okay, next we got the HyperX Alloy Origins Core, I think. Yeah, HyperX Alloy Origins Core 65 with the HyperX Red switches. Now, the HyperX Red switches are really light, which is why I got this keyboard in the first place, because it felt really good to type on. But, you know, it's a bit outdated, but it's a good option for a budget board because it's only like $110 or something. So this will also go, actually no, this will go into the B tier just because it's a good budget board, but good. It's not the best budget board, you know, like you can get better options. So next we have the Logitech G Pro keyboard with the Logitech blue switches. Let's just C tier. I mean, it's just a keyboard. There's no real benefit to using this keyboard. It's clicky. It's like around 170, so it's not budget, but it doesn't have that many features. It's just a clicky keyboard, so yeah, it's going in the C tier. Next we have the Apex Pro TKL. This isn't the new one, this is the older version. It's good. It's got adjustable OmniPoint switches, and yeah, that's basically why I'm using the Arbiter right now, just because I can change the actuation point, so I can get faster inputs. So if I wasn't using the Arbiter right now, I'd probably be using the Apex Pro if I had to pick a pre-built keyboard. And yeah, the Arbiter, it's there. It's just there, and I've explained why it's there. So far we've had nothing to blow me away, but yeah, maybe I'm just too used to custom keyboards. I don't know. Anyways, that's it. See ya.